I'm a long-time FIFA player and I have played both versions of FIFA 22, so hopefully I can answer as many questions as possible with this video. On PC, the game is the last gen version with several improvements, meaning that the core of the game is the PS4 and Xbox One version, same as FIFA 21. However, compared to FIFA 21, there are noticeable tweaks to gameplay, primarily with goalkeepers, passing and player collisions and other small changes. It is the same approach as in the previous years, like going from FIFA 20 to 21, or from 19 to 20, or from 18 to 19 and so on. Moving on to the visuals, hair physics are better than last year's version, but in a simpler, less detailed form compared to the next gen build. There are no new animations aside from the goalkeepers, which have been improved on PC as well. The defending AI, the way the players control the ball, the cutscenes, the crowds and everything else is still identical to the last gen version. The pitch color tone has been improved, so the grass is green once again. However, 3D grass still doesn't render from any angle, it only renders in certain cutscenes, so that stayed the same as well. On Stadia, the game goes up to 4K if you're a Pro subscriber, or 1080p for the free version. It plays at 60 FPS during gameplay, 30 FPS for cutscenes. It is the next gen version, so all of the gameplay and visual improvements that have been advertised for the PS5 and the Xbox Series S and X are present. Here are some of the differences that I found. The new defending AI, the hypermotion powered ball physics, ball control and collision animations, the higher detail player models and hair physics, the crowds, the new cutscenes, the new EA Game Cam broadcast style camera, which was introduced in the next gen version of FIFA 21. As far as I can tell, it is a 1-to-1 match to the version released on the current generation consoles. There could be some differences between them that I am currently unaware of, but nothing stood out to me so far. Unfortunately, due to Stadia flying under most people's radar due to a lack of advertising from Google and due to EA barely mentioning the Stadia version of FIFA 22 at all, a legitimate concern for anyone interested in purchasing it is the player base, as a large portion of the game modes are online focused, with offline modes like career mode, while being better than ever, slowly fading away in popularity. At the time of recording this, with the game only being available to players who purchased the Ultimate Edition, as the standard release date is October 1st, there are roughly 50 to 100 players on PC compared to 700 on Stadia in Seasons, the main online game mode where you play using real teams. In Ultimate Team there are no player counts displayed, but it should be more popular as this is the main mode that people play all year long. I have no idea why, but I have not been able to join a single game on Stadia in Seasons. However, I did play a couple of Ultimate Team games. The game is playable, but in my experience there was a noticeable input lag both offline and online. If you played any Pro Evolution Soccer title online in the past, this is similar to that when it comes to input delay. Some may find it playable, but for a competitive game like FIFA, this is a deal breaker, and it's probably the sole reason why cloud gaming isn't ready for mainstream yet. For reference, I'm in Eastern Europe and I'm using a 500 megabytes wired connection, so it can't get much better than that for now. I ended up refunding the game on Stadia, but at the same time it spoiled me to the point that I doubt I'll be able to enjoy the PC version for another year. To me, the only proper way to enjoy FIFA 22 is on the current gen consoles, but depending on your expectations you may be happy with playing casually on Stadia, as the delay is not a big issue against the AI, or even on PC if you're okay with playing a slightly more refined version of FIFA 21. I hope I was able to clarify some of the concerns regarding the Stadia version, and I'll try to answer any questions you might have, so feel free to ask. Bye!